shop. I am Andrea.
And I'm Yvette behind the hammer.
And we're at Gotham Quilts. And we're going to first we're going to ask if everyone can hear us.
Yeah, so I can see the green bars moving. So as far as I can tell, people can hear us. But we know by now that we cannot trust technology.
Have to check.
So if you can type in the comments, if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, and just let us know if you can hear us. Also, we're going to wait a couple of, maybe a minute for more people to join us, because normally we start the stream by playing a little song while we wait for people to come in. We currently have about 8 people watching, and we think we can get a bit more people. So we're going to wait. In the meantime, if you can put in the comments where you're watching from, we want to check how far. Oh, good. Sounds good here in California.
Thanks.
We can hear and see you. Hooray. Thank you for everyone who's confirmed. Let us know. Lola is joining us from California. Let us know where you're coming from, and we'll wave hello from New York City.
Hi.
Oh, we got 13 people on now.
Okay. So that's probably...
Oh, you kind of match your background. You're like near the green section.
I did totally plan this.
To stand right there.
Yes.
I really like that shirt on you. It's so pretty.
Well, thank you. It's such a good color.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not like it?
Oh, we got somebody in. Deborah's coming from St. Louis. Thanks for checking in, Deborah.
Nice.
Sandra's in Washington Heights.
Yeah.
Texas.
Well, we got all over represented.
I like that.
North, south, east, west. We got it all.
I wonder if we have anybody international watching us today. Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right. So, Andrea, what are we doing today?
We're going to do another Stump Andrea.
And what is Stump Andrea?
So, Stump Andrea, for those of you that have not seen this before, we collect submissions from you guys. You guys send us fabrics that you maybe have had trouble putting with other fabrics. You're not sure what it goes with, what to do with it, but you like it, and you just need some help to put some coordinates together. So you send it to me, and we print it out on a piece of paper, and then walk around the store, and I gather up a bunch of bolts that I think might work, and then we start looking at them and sorting, adding and subtracting, and filling any holes that might come up, that sort of thing, until we have a collection or a bundle of around 10.
Yeah. 7.
7 to
11.
10, something like that. She usually limits me to under 10. That we think look good together. And if I can do that, then I have not been stumped. If I am unable to come up with a significant enough coordinates to go with it, then I have been stumped. And so far, I have not been stumped.
No one's won yet.
So I'm up for the challenge. If you've got a fabric you've had socked away for a little while that you're, maybe you love it, maybe you're just like, why did I buy this? But if you want to give me a challenge, send it on in.
Yeah. Send us the weirdest fabrics you have. And if someone does manage to stump Andrea, they're going to win some kind of prize.
Yeah,
we don't know what that is yet.
We'll figure something out.
But
we've got
when it happens, you will win a prize.
Yes.
We promise.
Yes. So challenge me. And Yvette has the fabrics. Where did you
They're
put
actually
those?
In the front of the store.
Okay,
Let's
so
walk
we'll
over to the front of the store.
While we're walking, you can look at our beautiful fabrics.
Here's our wall of blenders, rather, all the colors, and look at all the thread.
Aha.
And then Andrea's reached the front cutting table.
Although, before we start, can we just show off these beautiful woven bundles?
Sure. She's really into these.
I love these. So Yvette asked me if you were watching last week?
Yeah.
So we announced our retreat last week.
Yep.
So again, for those of you that don't know, we're having a retreat July
14th through 16th.
Through the 16th. We're calling it the Running Stitch Retreat. So it's mostly going to be hand work. And one of the things that we're going to do a demo for is a technique called Kawandi. And you don't have to use wovens for that, but it makes a really nice, soft, beautiful piece.
It's also easier to sew through.
See? Yeah, I've not made a Kawandi yet. I don't know. But I love woven fabrics. And if you're wondering why I'm using the term woven when all of the fabrics in our store are woven, we use that to differentiate from print fabrics that are just a plain weave with a pattern printed on the surface. These are woven with either different colored yarns in the warp and the weft, or with a pattern woven into the fabric.
Yep. I'll zoom in on this.
And I love them because I'm a weaver. They just have so much depth and richness. So I put together
this so that it's like,
oh yeah,
oh yeah.
So I put together, Yvette asked me to put together one bundle. I ended up with 4.
Bad girl.
Or 5, maybe, I don't remember.
Bad girl.
But I only ended up making 3.
I'm wagging my finger behind the camera.
Yes, she is. She's giving me a very stern look. But these were just so beautiful.
They really are.
Help it.
They
So
really
yeah,
are
so
very
those
beautiful.
we've got the cool and the warm, and then we also have a neutral.
Oh, I hadn't seen the neutral one yet. Let's
Yep.
look at the neutral a little closer.
So this one came later because I ran out of time before.
Maybe because you were doing 4 instead of 1.
Exactly. So this one came a little later, but these are nice white from white to black. So you've got basically the rainbow represented and some neutrals. You can use them all together. You can use whatever. They are limited edition because there are several of these fabrics that I can't get anymore.
Right.
So if you're interested, go get them now.
Okay, back to the topic.
Now what we were supposed to be talking about. So
we decided to do for Stump Andrea today a Dad's Day because it's Father's Day this weekend.
That's right, yeah.
And one of the things customers ask us all the time is how to make a quilt for a man that isn't too feminine. A lot of the fabrics that quilters like to use have flowers or unicorns or, stuff that like most guys are not going to want. And, if your guy wants a unicorn quilt, more power to him.
Absolutely.
But the question we get all the time is, I need to make this for a man. He only likes navy or like he only likes gray.
Right.
How do I do that? So we decided that the theme for today's Stump Andrea was going to be guy bundles, like dad bundles. And we picked from the submissions the most guy fabrics we found.
And these are good ones. This is I believe this will challenge me.
And like this one in particular, I think is going to be really hard because it's so brown.
Yeah. And we don't have a lot of browns.
No. And like anything with representational prints, like those are actually pictures of beer bottles, right? So that makes it hard to put with fabrics because it looks like a picture. So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe this is the episode where Andrea gets stumped.
We'll see. Which one should I start with?
Let's ask people. Which one should we start with? The black background one?
Hockey,
with the hockey players?
or beer?
Or the beer? Put it in the comments. Which one do you
I'll
think?
do both, so it doesn't really matter. But
yeah, assuming we have time because it's already 6:45.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got a little bit of a late start.
Nobody's commented quite yet. We'll see if anybody votes. If no one votes, we'll start with the beer because I think the beer's harder.
Well, let's just start with beer then.
Okay, we're starting with beer.
Start with beer.
We got to vote for beer.
All right, done and
Thanks,
done.
Joy.
Okay, so I have you. Do you need to? Did you get a good look at it?
I think I did. Who submitted this one? I forgot.
This one is from Karen.
Karen. Okay.
I don't
Thanks, Karen.
have a last name on it, but that's okay.
I think I ever write last names on them, do
You don't. Okay. No. So that's okay.
You're just tricking me.
Yeah. So right off the bat, I'm going to go to the Languid
that brown
collection,
is pretty good.
which look at that
And
one.
even the sheen is good because it's sort of like a bottle.
Exactly.
Okay, this feels like you're cheating, but you're not.
Yeah, no, I have not. I did not see these before today.
Cheryl's checking in for Washington Heights. Thanks for joining us, Cheryl.
We got 2 Washington Heights. All right, so we got those. I'm going to grab some green.
I never like it when my camera decides to go horizontal for Stump Andrea. It's so much harder to show everything.
Okay.
If only I understood technology.
You're usually pretty good at it. So if you don't get it, that's
I'm not going to ask you to try to do it.
Oh yeah, don't. No, she knows better than to do that. Well, there is some blue in here as well. I don't know if we want that to be as prominent as it is here, but why not? What I normally do, grab anything you think might work. That's kind of my philosophy. And then, once you can see them all together, then it starts to tell you what the group as a whole starts to tell you, like, no, this one doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah, stuff
you need
starts
more
to
light,
stick out.
you need more whatever. So that's sort of how I go about this. And yeah, we started here in the front. Let's see if there's anything up this way. We have our Halloween. We have our records. Records kind of go with the colors, actually kind of work too.
Yeah, Halloween would be kind of a weird
Halloween, I don't think is going to work, but we do have these from the Moody Sunday collection. So we have records and then just this nice
Oh, and the colors of those records might work.
Yep. So that I think might work probably. Yeah, no Halloween. And no tulip pink or dinosaurs.
Kath, you are right. We are basically making a fat quarter bundle with these colors.
Exactly.
Yes. Although we're not actually going to cut fats, of course.
Right, but we will read off the names of them. So yeah, if Karen is watching, she'll be able to then purchase them. Or if anyone that likes what we come up with.
If we pick one you really like, we'll tell you what it is.
Let's see, any of these? Some gray? I don't think so. Too bright over here. Tula's too bright for this one. Okay, I guess I should go to our
I was
our
messing
brown,
with the screen and lost Andrea in the store.
Our very small brown section over here. Not a lot to choose from. I'll just grab all of them. We have
more browns than we normally do right now.
Yeah.
It's like 5 of them.
So I grabbed basically as many as I could find. Do we have any other nice kind of amber? No bees or dandelions. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. Not loving that. This is... I love, this is the spark, which we've used quite a bit in the past.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of gold metallic, and I think that's looking pretty good with our picture here.
And those colors, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that rusty.
Yeah, it's been bottled lately.
Like amber bottle color.
Yes. And no, beer is not this color, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink beer that was that color.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
Like even pumpkin beer isn't that color.
No, it should not be. Let's see. Maybe I probably need a couple lights just to, give it a little bit of poppy life, a little bit of life. This one has a little bit of gold also.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I'll just grab that one. I can always come back and get more. I don't think we're going to do it grays for this one, but it might need a black. And actually we have more, or maybe not black, but close to black. That's a good one. And maybe these gold polka dots. Let's see what that looks like. So we'll take these up and then we'll see where we're at, if we need to get more or if we like it. And I usually don't pull solids for this challenge, but...
Because it's too easy.
Yeah, nobody said I couldn't, but I'll leave that for if I really get stuck. Okay, so then I try to look at them all together.
Sorry, I'm shaking so much.
And mix them up a little bit. Oh, this is actually... So it's not ready, but I think this is going to work.
It's going somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. So this was our picture. I'm not sure about the blue, but then we've also got a little blue in this. So.
Yeah, I feel like if there was a little bit of blue, but because that one's so solid,
right?
I think that really sticks out.
Well, let's see, because I know we have a lot of blue.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we can find something better. Let's see here. Cats, and it sort of, no, that might work. Ladybugs, no. Math equations, maybe. I think that's too blue, but we'll go check it out, see what happens.
It's also very solid.
Yeah, maybe this, no, that's too dark. All right, well, let's see what we got here. Maybe one of these will work. We have sort of a range here. Which one actually? Well, so those, yeah, this is too bright, too blue. So I think one of these would work. I think only one blue is probably appropriate. And I don't know, I do like that one the best.
What's cool about this one is it kind of looks like liquid.
That's true.
So it kind of goes with the theme.
Let's take out the math equations. All right, is anything jumping out at me? This gray one actually is, because this is sort of this off creamy, off white, and I do like that. I don't think it works with the gray.
Do you see this as off-white or as pink?
Off-white.
To me, it looks a little bit pink.
It's warm. It's definitely a very warm off-white. And this is very cool. So next to each other, I could see. Yeah, so we'll get rid of that one.
And the color name from the manufacturer is Ecru on that one.
Ecru.
Okay, I can never pronounce that word. But that color isn't Ecru.
It could be. Ecru could be a lot of different things.
Okay.
Color is subjective.
Grr.
As you should know by now.
Grr.
Okay, so let's see.
Does anyone think this is pink?
I don't. Well, it's not really
no one's going to be able to tell on the screen.
Right, exactly. You're setting them up for a trick.
I'm just being a brat.
All right, got rid of the one black with the gold dots. It was too fancy.
Yeah, and like polka dots and a guy is not necessarily the best combo, I think.
I don't think we need two browns. Which brown do we like better? This one actually has a little bit of a sheen, but doesn't. This one is more bottle-y, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
And you could argue that this one is a little bit more masculine.
You could. Yep. I would say that would be correct. So
Not
now
that we have to stick to traditional gender
mix it up
stuff.
So let's see. So do we like? Yeah, I think we do. Although I like this too. Maybe we just leave it on this side. So yeah, this is when I sort of start mixing things up. Is this too red? Let's see. So we'll put this.
Well, it goes with the fabric though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. So yeah, let's kind of start separating stuff. I'll put you in here. And maybe not next to the green. Although this has some, ooh, we might need a gold.
Well,
Kinda
this
like,
one is sort of gold, isn't it?
Sort of. I was thinking kind of amber, perhaps, maybe, if that's a better.
Like beer.
Maybe we don't need black, actually. I think it's better without the black.
Okay. So a lot of these are mostly solids. Do you think that that's a little bit of a cop-out too?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll take out this blue for that reason, because that one has more pattern. Yeah, this is the only like print.
Right.
All right, so what did I say? Amber?
Right. How many do we have?
I do think this is looking pretty good.
2, 4, 6, 8. That's 10 right now.
Okay.
It certainly works, I think.
I think so too.
And like, depending on what pattern you're doing, maybe the sashing could be black or
something even deeper brown than this.
Oh yeah. Like a chocolate.
Yeah. And I think you would use the blue as like the accent.
Yep.
It wouldn't be a predominant color. Probably the same with this this little dot here too. Yep. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. Let me just see if I can find an amber real quick.
Okay. I'm going to stand over here because I'm tired.
Okay.
We'll just watch her walk away. This angle gives you a really good view of the store. Lola's asking if we're thinking about like a 3-yard quilt or whatever. And actually, we're really not thinking of the pattern at all when we do Stump Andrea. We're just gathering fabrics to go with the challenge fabric. If you were in the store with us and you had a challenge fabric with you and a pattern, let's pretend the pattern called for 3 background colors and 3 foreground colors. Then we would help you pick that exact quantity. But for this game, we just try to put a bundle together. And then whoever the customer is who's using those fabrics would pick, maybe they don't need 10 fabrics, right? But this gives you a selection to pick from.
This one was definitely a no, as I'm sure anyone that saw my face could tell.
Yeah, it wasn't on camera, but I saw it.
Yeah, there was no mistaking. Nah.
I really don't like that.
No.
There's something about yellow and
that's
brown.
Not a help. You're not a helper.
No. I think maybe this is done.
I think so.
Because it looks like it's the fabric.
Yeah.
All right, not stumped yet.
Okay.
Here's our inspo challenge.
All right, so I'll read off the fabrics, and then I think we will have time to do one more.
Yeah, that was really fast, actually.
Well, it was a pretty tight palette, so that helped. And being able to go right here for most of them was also helpful. Okay, so this one is check in green sheen. So this is the yellower.
And this is a really weird one to show on camera.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the...
There you go. If we move it back and forth, you can get the idea.
So it's like a checkerboard, but it's very subtle.
Yep. It's not
which is
really
nice.
Metallic. It's more iridescent.
Yeah, it's not metallic. It's like a pearl sort of. Pearlescent. I don't know. They just call it sheen. This one is fire in brown, and it's a very reddish brown.
Yeah. Kind of like dirt.
Yeah. And this one, I'm going to guess is water. Nope. Elevation in regatta.
Oh, right. This is supposed to be elevation mat,
yes.
not water. But it still looks like water.
Yeah, it totally looks like water. And another sheen here. We have dots in spice sheen.
And those dots are black on this one.
Yes.
On like a cinnamon brown.
Yes. That's a good description. And our record fabric here.
This one is so cute.
I do. I really like this one. Music play.
And did you see that it tells you what kind of music? So this is pop. This one's hip hop. This one's funk.
Blues, electronic, R&B.
Oh, it matches your shirt.
I did that on purpose too. And our good friend here, Spark.
This one comes in handy surprisingly often.
Yeah, this one shows up in a lot of Stump Andrea's. Actually.
And that metallic
not necessarily
is
this
like
color, but
a bronze metallic, I think, right? Or is it gold?
I think it's gold. Okay. It's a little hard to tell on this color, but I think it's gold.
Oh, it's not wanting to focus. Oh, that's better.
Okay, so we got that one. And this one is also from the Moody Sunday. This one is Spokes.
This is the one that to me looks pink.
In ecru.
But it apparently isn't pink.
I mean, it has a bit of a pink cast. And yeah, this is Spokes that went with a bicycle print that sold out like in a day.
Oh yeah, those were orange bikes, right?
Yeah, bikes on a pretty orange. This is check in roasted pecan sheen.
So that's the same.
Yeah, same checkerboard pattern with the sheen.
You can see it when I shake it. Not shake it. Whatever the right word is.
Move. And another sheen. This one is a different pattern. This is mosaic in avocado sheen.
Which I think is like a lizard skin?
That's what it looks like to me.
Or snake skin?
Is that kind of a pattern.
And, this is a example of something that if you said animal print to someone, they wouldn't think it was masculine, but this one looks like shoes or something. So,
yes. Yeah. It's like a crocodile texture.
Like, I think it's masculine enough.
I think so, for sure. And then good old grunge in bison.
Oh, yeah. I always thought it was funny that was called bison.
Well, they have so many colors of grunge.
They have to come up with names.
Yeah, they got to, because, brown and chocolate are already taken, coffee and...
All right, so this, oops, I'm shaking a lot, I'm sorry. This is the bundle we've come up with.
I think that works. Oh,
so Andrea, it was upside down?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. Andrea has not been stumped yet. What do you all think? Do you like it? Would you use this? Do you think it would work for the man in your life?
Or any beer lover in your life?
Yeah, that's true. A woman could have a beer quilt.
Absolutely. All right. So we'll move on to our hockey players.
This one's pretty hard too.
Although it's very primary. Right. So I'm not scared. Also,
except it might end up looking like a little kid's quilt. Like, how do you keep it from looking
that's
like
a good point.
For a 12-year-old?
Good point. Let's find out. I'll just put these on the floor real quick. All right, let's go look. I know the first place I'm going to look is actually in the sales section.
I decided to not be lazy and follow her.
It helps that I know all the fabrics we have.
Yeah, so Andrea does all the buying of the fabrics. So she has this like insane visual memory of everything.
So we have, these are the only two sports fabrics we actually have.
Yep, and they didn't sell well, so they're on sale.
No, they didn't. Yeah, when people asked for sports, I wanted to have something, but then they didn't want what I had. Let's see, anything else here? Oh, there's another beer print.
Oh, but that doesn't go at all.
No, it doesn't go with the one we were doing, but for any beer lovers, this one is Craft Brew and Cadet, and it's on sale.
Yep.
So just
I love that beer print.
I thought it was really nice too. So just slipping that in there. Going off topic as usual for me. I'm gonna say nothing else. We'll leave the Hot Wheels fabric here.
Does Hot Wheels go with hockey?
I don't think so. Okay. So we'll leave it there.
I know nothing about hockey.
Hockey is one sport I actually know more about.
Yeah, because your husband really likes hockey.
Yeah, and I am a Rangers fan, although not for the past couple of years, because once Hank left, that was it.
Oh man, this is so much sports talk.
Oh man, he's so good looking.
That's why you cared.
Oh man, he is nice. Anyway, so let me grab some of these.
I feel like my image of a hockey player is not.
Oh man,
good
he's
looking,
gorgeous.
Okay,
and he dresses really well. Anyway,
and he has all his teeth still.
Well, I don't know if they're his. He has teeth.
Because that's my image of a hockey player.
Yeah, and I'm not. I don't know that that's that far off. But he has teeth, whoever they are. So yeah, this is the same pattern as before. That one is kind of maybe, but yeah, we're getting very primary, like you just said.
Yeah.
And I don't know,
especially when you put the red with it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to pick a lot and then take away. That's what our method is.
Exactly. Yellow's little
so when everyone who's watching, when you're doing this at home in your stash, just pull out a bunch of stuff and then start taking away.
That's the right yellow, but I don't think Einstein and Tesla orange. Yeah, we're very blendery. Should we go for bright orange? Oh, that might just make it more
cartoony.
But we'll see. All right, so
maybe we should go for like black and gray.
That's what I was just thinking. So we'll come back and get some black and gray, which we definitely have two. Okay, so that's to start. I'll just grab some.
I'm going to stay over here and be lazy.
I think that's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one. It even kind of looks like skating.
Yeah, movement on the ice. I don't think that one is as good, though.
Okay, I feel guilty being so far away. I'm moving closer.
Excuse me. Oh, this one's kind of nice. This one has a little metallic. Doo-doo-doo. What else did I get? I didn't really get blues. Any good blues?
Oops, I wasn't pointing at anything with the camera.
Yeah, we'll grab this. Maybe let's see what we got here. I don't know. Oh, there's another beer fabric in there too.
There is,
and some mixed drinks. Wasn't sure.
Oh, I forgot about that beer fabric. That's a great dad fabric.
This one is Cheers in black.
That's such a good dad fabric.
And this one next to it is like cocktails. Although this one is called Mother's Little Helper.
Oh my, what a creepy name.
Which I don't really approve of the
very
name.
Creepy name.
But that's what they gave it.
Yep. What company is that from?
Michael Miller.
Oh.
All right, and there was one other thing I saw.
Let's see if we like our hockey players.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
Well, Andrea goes find some. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think we can do this. Yeah, I think the black and white is going to be probably the way to go here. So we don't need two greens, that's for sure.
Yeah, we could just figure out which one we like better.
Right. Now let's go for the squiggly one. So I'll take these two out. And I don't think we need two blues either. So let's go for the one with actually has sports on it. Okay, I like this. Do we need more white
I don't know.
for like ice or something? But I don't know. So yeah, and also, do we need all these? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe.
You know, the inspo fabric is almost like half color and half black. So I feel like if your bundle was the same, that would be maybe too much color, right? Maybe it should be more black in the bundle.
Let's go. This one I pulled from the last one, that works.
Oh yeah, that even looks like skating lines.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, let's see if I can find some more black and white.
And so far, it doesn't look super juvenile, even though they're primary colors and a sports theme. Because these fabrics here are quite sophisticated. Like that does not look like a 12-year-old to me. I like it. What are you looking for now, Andrea?
Blacks and whites.
More blacks?
I had something in my head that now oh, here it is.
We wouldn't want like polka dots, would we? The black and white?
Oh, I don't know. But I think no. Not with
the face you just made.
Not with the prints we have.
Okay.
I think, because
well, that one, white one, is sort of like a polka dot already.
True.
This one.
But these are all very painterly and
not
fuzzy. Perfect. And well, let's pull it out just so I can explain why. And this one is so graphic and clean.
Right.
That maybe I'm wrong.
The one thing is, I feel like this is very feminine, this polka dot.
A little bit, yeah. I think you could use those together, but we'll leave it out for right now. It'll be on standby.
Back up.
So I got two stripes here. This is a white that I'm not sure if that's what we actually
sort of
want.
looks like skating lines.
That's what I thought, yeah. So I got a white and black and white and a white and blue stripe. The black and white hurts my eyes. And I think, let's go with the blue.
It's a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Because if you just do black and white, and a lot of black and white, it ends up not reading like anything in the finished quilt, right? Because there's not enough variety between them.
So this was the one I had actually gone for. This is another of that typography.
Oh, right.
And a different color, elevation. That's what it's called. With the blue, but the blue I think it's too light.
Kind of the wrong blue.
Yeah, it's not the right blue. But I think, so if we just mix this up a little bit, so it's not all blacks on one side and whites on the other. Or I mean, colors on the other. You know what I mean.
I didn't even hear you say it wrong.
I'm just mumbling.
I translated it to blacks on one side and brights on the other side.
So the only thing, this one, which I really like, white, but it's not white. It's an off-white, and with all these others
in here,
yeah, it just looks kind of dirty.
Although the people's faces aren't white.
But with the other fabrics, I think it just makes it look dirty.
That makes sense.
So yeah, I think the print is good. I think it goes with the picture, but I don't think it goes with the other fabrics that we have.
Hopefully everybody caught that.
So
also, it's good to edit. If you're like any of us, your instinct is just to put as much as possible.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I think this is great.
I like it. Yeah, not too juvenile.
And not a normal bundle you would ever pull together. This is, specifically for this fabric.
If you wanted to make it more colorful, you could, but I think what Yvette said is right. I think it starts to get too juvenile.
The other thing is, like, say your spouse or uncle or whoever it is you're making this for, say they really love orange, you don't have to use this thread. You
Absolutely,
put an orange in instead, right?
Or your favorite team colors. Yeah, that works too.
Yep.
Totally. So if you're a Rangers fan, you would take out the green
What color is Rangers?
Red, white, and blue.
Oh, red, white, blue.
So this might make it a little bit different, actually. If we focus on the blue and red.
Oh yeah, you can just add a little bit more blue.
There you go.
I like it. All right, so you even made it a harder challenge by saying make it go with this and make it be for the Rangers.
And obviously, if you're a different sports team, you can substitute your own colors as well.
We might not allow that though, right?
Well,
Not in the story.
we'll never know. Okay, so let's read these out.
Not
Let's
stumped again. How
get
many
this
did
one
we
off
end
the
up with?
table. I'll
1,
add the
2,
green
3,
back
4,
just because
5, 6,
that was part of the
7, 8,
original,
9.
which still works.
It's amazing that when you put the green in, it already looks more juvenile.
Yeah, it does.
So
Okay.
that's a really good lesson for everybody is like for primary colors and really
The more
saturated
you put in,
colors.
yeah, the more juvenile it's going to look.
If you keep the palette tight, so, 2 primary colors as opposed to 5 primary colors.
Right. Yeah, we found the first one we did, we had 3. So this was our original.
Right.
And I think that works.
Yep.
But yeah, if you start adding,
Like
even-
imagine if you added a yellow or
Yeah,
right,
then
it
you get
gets
very
really
primary.
rainbowy, really little kid,
yeah.
really kind of circus.
Okay. Thingamajigs in giggling.
It's a hilarious name for a fabric.
Yeah, I don't know where they came up with that, but it's a good Kelly green.
Yeah, which is a hard color to find actually.
It is.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, they're usually like chartreuse or, a little bit too yellow. This is Slinky in white.
Which is a white on white, and you can actually see it pretty well on the camera, surprisingly.
Yeah, this one, the print stands out a little bit more than some white on whites. I'm not sure how, but it works. And here we go. What's this? Good Sport in navy.
And that one's on sale, so if you really
Yep,
need some
on
sports
sale.
fabric.
And then it also comes in blue. Or I'm sorry, green. This
Yeah, that is
obviously is blue. Here we go. Metallic grid in snow.
And this is a fun one where it's a one-side border.
Right.
So most of it is this
Dot.
and then it has this little border. And you can use that for some decorative reasons, or you could just treat it as if it's 2 separate fabrics. If you cut one block from here and one block from here, it'll look like you bought 2 different fabrics that are perfectly coordinated.
Or just pretend it's not there at all and just keep cutting and mix it in and it'll look cool that way
More
too.
like improv, like
Yeah.
yep.
And then people will be like, oh, I can't believe you pieced that. And you can just smile. This is water in black.
That's
So more wavy lines.
yeah, that really looks like skating lines on ice.
This one also has some gold in it. But again, it does sort of, hockey puck sort of skate. Half moon in tomato.
Red is a very hard color on screen.
Yeah, it
unfortunately.
is. It is an orangish.
Right.
It leans more orange than blue. 1/8 stripe in denim.
This is such a usable size of stripe.
Yeah.
For a binding, this looks so good.
I accidentally bought the 1/4 inch once, and we haven't gotten rid of it yet. Georgia in obsidian.
This is from eBond.
Hmm.
It's such a fun fabric.
Yeah, and it makes me. I don't know if this is hockey, but like when they draw on the clipboard, the plays.
Isn't that football?
It could be any sport, maybe. I don't know, but that's kind of what it made me.
I
think
can't imagine how much people who actually watch sports are laughing at us right now, listening to us.
I'm not sure people that watch a lot of sports are going to be watching us.
There's sports fans who like quilting.
That's true. Yeah, we do have a lot of sports fans. Lorraine in midnight.
I love this one too. Wouldn't this be such a good dress?
Yeah, this is a good one. And yeah, when you cut it up, it's going to look really cool. And last but not least, this was the one I added in right at the end. Grunge in new navy.
And funny enough, we ended with grunge on the last one
That's
too.
true.
Grunge is just so usable.
Pretty.
Remember
coming pretty
when I used to
handy.
hate grunge?
I know, and I never understood it. Yeah, I always liked grunge.
All right.
And yeah, they're so
Not
usable.
stumped again. Inspo fabric.
Yeah, I like
bundle.
again. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good.
I think it works. So
Okay.
your whatever number
Whatever NO.
NO.
we haven't been keeping count, so we don't actually know how many I've done, but we know that
I could probably figure it out though.
we
We
probably
still have
could
all the videos.
if we go back
Yep. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you can go and see. Oh, Dana's saying she's addicted to grunge. She uses it everywhere.
Well, it's, yeah.
I was going to say, if you're watching us on YouTube, we have a playlist for all the past Stump Andreas. So you could just click on playlist and click on Stump Andrea and watch all the previous ones if you want to see a lot of fabrics.
There's a lot of variation.
Yeah.
Definitely some very traditional, some more modern, some, you know, painterly and some graphic, and it's all kinds of stuff.
And we've gotten plenty of stuff that doesn't really go with our inventory. And somehow Andrea makes it work.
A lot of it, you know, blenders help. Things like grunge.
Yep.
And this water, that's another good blender line. But yeah, that's what it's about, making it work.
Yep.
So yeah, thanks for joining us. And do we have any housekeeping or anything we need to mention?
I don't think we do this week.
Okay.
I guess we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. And if you have a fabric you would like us to consider for the next Stump Andrea, please go to our website, gothamquilts.com, and literally type the word Stump Andrea in the search bar to find the place on our website where you can upload the image, and we might use it in a future episode.
Yeah, try to stump me. Send them in.
She's excited.
I am. I love doing this.
Yeah.
Like putting fabrics together
not even work
is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
So I could do it all day.
Which is why we launched Stash Society too. It's
exactly, which I love. I'm having so much fun with that. But yeah, that's like when she tells me to make one bundle and I end up making 4. That's what happens.
I thought it was because you couldn't count to 1.
I think I can count to 1.
Oh, okay, good.
I just didn't want to stop.
Okay, you were having fun.
Yeah, I was.
All right, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thanks,
We'll see you next week, and have a good night.